Some huge Korean patch notes just dropped for the January 15 patch and maintenance in Korean servers. It is quite expected that this patch will in the future also be included on the global, most likely towards the end of the January, maybe sooner. We actually don't have the exact date, but in this video I'm just gonna go over everything that is mentioned in these patch notes, and trust me, there is a lot. First thing, the weapon specialization system is being added, just like they said in the roadmap that is going to be added in the January. This is pretty much, they're calling it weapon specialization. This is simply called mastery rework for our version. Not going to go too much into detail reading all of this and explaining, because there is a video here that we can watch. I'm not sure if this is like the summary of patch notes or what, but or this is just for the master rework. I think this is the whole video about the master rework, yeah. So basically, what we can see here, there are 4 different like major key, let's call it specialization, mastery specialization. I'm assuming just from looking at the icons, this is focused on attack. This is focused on, I would say, probably like utility. This is focused on defense, and this probably like a mixture of like support, utility, maybe like movement speed. Just judging by the icons, this looks like some sort of healing increase, and this is like some sort of like movement. But yeah, basically there's gonna be like four different things. On the top, 183 mastery points out of 200 that you can spend. So you're going to be leveling up your weapons to 200, I guess. I don't know how fast or how easy it is going to be, but you're going to have 200 points that you can spend on upgrading these masteries. And yeah, and at the end, when you reach to the end, you get like some improved skill or some improved added bonuses to like a certain skill. Maybe it even unlocks a new skill. I'm actually not entirely sure. You're gonna have to read through the patch notes to understand this, because this is like in Korean, so I don't really understand what all of this means. But yeah, I'm gonna read through the patch notes later. Oh, so you can wait. So you can actually level it up, because as you can see here, level it up to 10. So level 10 is max. And I guess each level spends 1 point. Yeah, so you can level each of these node 10 times, and then you get like better bonuses when you level it up. This is something probably to swap. Yeah, you can swap on a different weapon. I don't know what he's doing here, probably adding like experience or something. Yeah, this training do, so he was adding like the experience and leveling up the weapon mastery like that. This was like a different skill that he used. I think this was to reset the mastery levels it costed. I'm not sure what all this means, but we're gonna read through the patch notes to understand better what all of this means. Just like watching the video now. So these are like 3 main nodes that are gonna improve your skills, I'm assuming, or add like some different bonuses. And then the 4th one is going to be like some major damage dealing or like major improvement bonuses on top of your skills. Also, you actually need to unlock 2 of these. Also, you actually don't level these up. These actually unlock on its own once you have these nodes. So this one would probably unlock when you have this on level 10 and this on level 10. Okay, that's kind of an interesting system. I kind of like this. So these are like maybe like a passive skills. This doesn't look like an active skill, maybe like additional passive skills that you can use. This is uncommon, uncommon, and rare something. Okay, so with this you can go like in 2 directions. So you'd probably want to try and combine either attack and utility, attack support, and then defense support. I don't know how well you can do it when it's on like the opposite side, like combine attack and defense when they're like on the opposite side. I don't think the nodes would pretty much allow you to do that. So this definitely look like some passive skills, like additional passive skills. Yeah, I think these are like extra passive skills that you unlock. Because these are like green, these are blue, and these are like purple. 780? Oh yeah, you can put them here. Yeah, yes. I think those are like different, like additional passive skills, because you can like put them here. Oh, and you can also swap mastery. That's actually insane. That's one of the best quality of life things that they actually could have put in the game. Like swapping mastery from weapon to weapon with like literally one click. Also presets, mastery presets. I mean, the devs are cooking, guys. Mastery presets, insane. What we need now are runes presets. If they manage to introduce rune presets, the game is going to be cooking. The devs are going to be cooking. Okay, so let's read now what all of this means with English translation that is kind of scuffed. Okay, so weapon specialization system added. Knows there's a cost associated. Yeah, we know this. It goes to level 10. Advanced nodes can be activated by spending 30 on a regular node. Then the rare nodes can be activated by spending 30 points in advanced nodes. And then hero require at least one attack support. Okay, so basically, the more you spend, you're gonna unlock these are probably like the normal ones. Then you spend points in this, you unlock this ones, and then these are like the highest tier. So from my understanding, you will probably want to put most of your points in one side and get like everything unlocked. We'll see how many points it's gonna consume. But just from looking at it, like maximum mastery is 200. So if each of these takes 10, so this is like 20. This is, I'm hoping, additional 20. Yeah, they all go to like, yeah, they go to level 10 and each of them consumes one specialization point, I'm guessing. So this is 20, 40, 80. So I'm assuming with 80 mastery points, you're going to be able to fully unlock this. I don't know if this one can be leveled up. And if you have 200, it means that you're going to be able to unlock 2.5 full mastery trees like this. So you can probably go fully into attack, fully into defense, and then like half into utility or support or whatever it is. So this is like kind of very interesting system. It's going to require a lot of refining, a lot of testing, brainstorming to see how even good are these for each weapon. Really nice, really nice. I'm very excited about more brainstorming sessions. Okay, so yeah, like I said, attack, support, defense, and tactics. So yeah, the higher level mastery, the more points you have. Weapon specialization can go up to maximum level 200 for each weapons. Yeah, we know that because we can see this. Okay, so these are some sort of integrated specialization skills that you can activate. So I'm guessing some of these that you activate, you have to put in here. Like I'm not really understanding the translation here. Because these are the integrated skills. You can have 4 of them depending on specialization level. The dual mastery will change to weapon expert seal. So okay, they're changing like the name of it. And it's used on both weapons. You can apply double the specialization experience. So yeah, it's basically the same as it's working right now. And you cannot obtain items if matching specialization experience is exceeded. Okay. So that's like a really nice system. And as we saw, there's also mastery presets. So you can like have different presets for PvE, for PvP, large scale, arenas, like whatever you want to do. Okay, so these are some weapon buffs, nerfs, whatever. I don't know what it is actually. Gust effect. I don't know what gust is. Is this like a wind effect or something? I don't actually know what this is, but it does look like a buff to longbow and crossbow potentially. Fireball barrage specialization added, movement available. So I'm guessing that is potentially a buff to the staff. One has like some fixes and some tooltip changes. Anyway, guild skills have been revamped. So we're getting like some changes to the guild skills, which were, let's be honest, very, very underwhelming. So I'm glad that this is also getting improved. So some additional weapon proficiency, increased life skills. So they changed and added some new skills. Instant resurrection and Solant. I mean, nothing too crazy, but I guess they changed it just a little bit. Added side story codex. So I'm guessing this is something new for like exploring, maybe some new quests. This is probably something that potentially we might not even get, because this looks something like it might be for Talandri, or like, actually it might like be just be like some side stories, like the actual, you know, not the main story quest, but like some side stories that can give like decent rewards. The gameplay experience for some content has been adjusted. The same reward box dimension, summer dimension challenge, third chest of perimeter bank crimson mansion. So this is something, yeah, this is like for after Talandra. This doesn't really gonna affect us. We don't have Nebula Island, we don't have Crimson Mansion, we don't have any of that stuff. So yeah, they've changed some terrains on some of the tier 2 bosses, and Talandra bosses, and they pretty much added some new stuff into Silesian Blessing. This is something that, okay, this might not be like a controversial, like hot take, but I do believe that we actually should have this Blessing of Silesium. Even if it costs real money, I think we should get it. I think Amazon should bring it. I don't think it's pay to win. It's actually, yes, you're paying real money, but how many quality of life improvements do you get? Like, you can literally pay no fees on the teleports. You can summon merchant, you can summon contract manager, you can summon inventory, literally anywhere. You don't have to run from NPC to NPC. You can be out in the world, summon a storage manager, drop it in the storage, go back to farming. This way, if you're in an open dungeon, your inventory gets full. What do you have to do? You have to teleport to the city, go to the storage manager, drop all of your shit there, then teleport back to the open world dungeon to continue farming. It's like quality of life stuff that we should have. Like, Amazon should just adjust the things that Western players think it's actually pay to win, remove them, and just let us have the quality of life that we actually need with this. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Feel like an arc bosses. Okay, so they're actually finally adding a contribution for the contribution meter for the conflict bosses. So this is, I'm assuming, for guilds. It's not gonna display, oh, it actually, oh yeah, never mind. It doesn't actually display your individual contribution, but the green is your guild contribution and red is all the other guilds. So I'm assuming it's only for the guilds, because the guild contribution matters on the conflict bosses. Your individual contribution does not matter. So I think this is guild contribution list, which is also a nice addition, so you can actually see how much your guild has done and what kind of rewards you can expect with the percentages that you get. So this is something they added for the world map. You can check what kind of weather it is in different territories. Does this actually show when it's gonna rain in the game, so we don't have to use like Questlog and other timers to see when the rain is gonna start? I'm not entirely sure. Potentially. They added option in the guild to delete. They added an option to the guild to delete all the received rewards from the guild rewards. Yeah, this can actually fill up pretty quickly when there's like a lot of activity in the guild. I mean, sure, quality of life improvements. So you don't have to see the shit that you already claimed. But I mean, it's nice. Didn't bother me, but yeah, it's nice. Improved icons for each food effect. Okay, that is something that's really good. So these are actually really cool icons. Attack, defense, restore with mana recovery. So I'm guessing they're gonna like split the food even like more into like different sections. Because right now we have attack, defense, utility, and support. But with this, I think we're gonna have like 7 different ones. So this is actually really cool. And the icons look actually nice. So they're gonna be very distinguished. They also added artifact presets, so you can actually have different presets. This is always nice. Like, presets are always nice. We waited so long for skill presets and gear presets. I'm glad they're adding it for mastery. They're adding for artifacts. What they need to do finally, last thing, we need rune presets. I want to be able to put PvE runes into same gear items that I have. I don't want to click on every gear item and put runes out and then put the runes for PvE that I want. Because I'm using PvP runes and I want to use PvE runes for PvE, right? But I don't want to like constantly swap in and out the runes, right? Like, with the press of a button, everything can swap. So this should be like the next top thing that they should work on. And they're also increasing the rune slots in the back from 100 to 300. Also a nice quality of life improvement. 100 is a little bit too low. You can get 200 while farming open world dungeons. 300 is going to be insanely good quality of life. Here they made some UI improvements. Nobody cares about that. They fixed some stuff that didn't really work. Nobody cares about that either. and they're promoting some of the new skins and new stuff that the game is gonna have. But yeah, overall that's it. That's the whole patch notes. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Like, I'm really excited about the Mastery rework. It should be coming to our global version in January. Let's hope so. Like, let's really hope that this whole patch is gonna be in global version next week. Mastery rework is really nice. When it comes to tier 2 gear, I've heard a lot of like rumors and speculations. I don't think you should expect tier 2 gear anytime soon. Definitely not in January. I would want it to happen, but I don't think a lot of people are ready to swap to tier 2 gear. Just because some hardcore guilds and hardcore players have been ready for like months to play with tier 2 gear and swap, doesn't mean that the vast majority of casual players is ready. And trust me when I tell you, Amazon does have the numbers and they know when tier 2 gear is going to be ready. But what the game needs is server merges, that's the first thing, and they need to allow early access players to be able to transfer to launch servers. Because there is plenty, and I mean plenty, dead servers. That should be priority for Amazon. Server merges, allowing server transfers from early access to launch. And then work on tier 2 gear, work on like fixing all the other stuff, and please bring this as soon as possible. We need this Mastery rework ASAP. This is going to potentially change the meta really big. It's either going to make already broken classes even more broken, but it might give some not so broken classes a chance to be a little bit stronger. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.